Welcome back, folks. Redbirds on the Arch is back. Got Aiden below me on my screen. TZ is over there. It's going to be different on your screen. It's probably going to be all lined up, so I'm not sure where Aiden's going to go. But yeah, we're back. Two more series are in the books, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the new trend sweeping Cardinals Nation. It doesn't include shirts. I'm sure you guys know about it. We'll talk about Brian Torres, who just got called up, and then we'll just kind of finish it out with a whip around the league. So that's this episode of Redbirds on the Arch. Yeah, so I guess we'll start with Brian Torres, guys. Yeah, Brian Torres got called up. Nathan Church went on the IL. A guy who's, I know Aiden, between DTC and on this podcast, you've been, kind of clamoring for Brian I almost said Brian Church, Brian Torres. Brian Torres for a bit of time now, and he's really performed at every level for the past 3 years, and this is a very deserving call up based on performance more than prospect status. So I'll let you take it away from there.
Of course, Brian Torres seems like the most interesting call up for the Cardinals right now compared to other guys, and the most interesting to watch play outside of like Thomas Sajaci, Jose Fermin when it comes to the big league club. And there's multiple reasons why. One, the hit tool is insane. This guy hardly strikes out at the AAA level and actually walks more than he strikes out at the AAA level. So obviously he's got a pretty good eye and has really good bat to ball skills. That's evident by a plus 300 batting average last time I looked.
It's like 336 or something.
Yeah, and a plus 400 on base percentage. And while he does hit a lot of singles and doesn't have a lot of pop, there's some pop in the bat. Like, he's a guy who could maybe hit you like 5 home runs in the big leagues. I wouldn't say it's going to be like 1, but I wouldn't go out there and be like, yeah, he's going to hit you 15 home runs when his career high in the minor leagues is, I think, 9. So, but the Cardinals just need somebody with consistency right now at the plate, and outside of the top 4, they really don't have a lot of guys who are consistent. They kind of get guys who are hot, and then they get cold, and then they get hot again. So I'm hoping that this run Brian Torres gets, I hope he can at least stay consistent with hitting, whether that's, taking his walks, getting base hits, whatever it is. If he can stay doing what he's doing at the AAA level with his bat to ball skills, I think there's a chance you could find him getting more opportunities than what you'd expect. I don't think it'd be a full-time starting job, obviously, but he might be a guy who you might see 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, because he's showing you the ability to hit and get on base. So I think he's fine defensively too. I don't think he's going to wow you. But, he gets the job done. So
he's one of those guys that's athletic enough that you can just kind of plug him anywhere and be like okay with it.
Yeah.
Like he's more athletic than like a Jose Fermin. Like, I trust him in center field.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit more athletic than like a Jose Fermin. So it's a guy that you could trust to put in center field. Memphis has put him in center field on a regular basis. Second base, third base in a pinch, even though the arm's not really there. Shortstop's the one position they haven't challenged him at.
Yeah.
He hasn't been challenged at shortstop since his American League days when he was in independent ball. He's caught in the past. He caught. He started in the Brewer system as a catcher.
Yeah.
All the way up through independent ball before switching to the outfield and infield.
Yeah.
So it's a very versatile skill set. A guy who can kind of play wherever. And I think I was a little interested to see if he was going to make a debut this weekend in Cincinnati, but with the doubleheader tomorrow, I pretty much
feels almost imminent.
Guaranteed he's gonna start at least one of those games. So
yeah,
I'm very interested. I got a couple thoughts, but before I get my thoughts in, I'm gonna let TZ, who I know has also been, talking about him for the past few episodes we've had.
Yeah, I've been pretty big on Torres. The only thing I'm scared of is I'm scared he's going to be a guy that's called up and just kind of sat on the bench because he's just like a death piece, kind of like mostly what they've been doing this to JC most of the season. So I'm kind of scared of that. I don't want him to go down and then never get a shot again. I would like him to be given his chance and see if he runs with it. while he's up here. That way, when you send him down, if that still happens, you at least know, like, all right, this isn't him, or this is what he's got to work at if he wants to get back up here, or whatever, all that good stuff. So, and like you guys talked about the utility stuff, so I mean, you could play him like we talked about Donovan and even Edmund in the past, like just play a new position almost every day, or just all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited to see him. Hopefully, he gets the playing time.
Yeah. Um, I have a few thoughts. First off, I mean, what a journey, right? 11
Yeah.
years in the minor leagues, started in 2015 as a Brewers prospect back when he was 16, you know. Then he was with the Brewers, got Rule 5 by the Giants in the minor league portion of the Rule 5 draft. So spent 7 years in the minors, didn't get a, opportunity after that. Went over to the American Association, which is, kind of a Midwest independent league, and played for the Milwaukee Milkmen. Led the American Association in batting average 2 years in a row. Was batting like 380 when the Cardinals purchased his contract from Milwaukee, and then he went down to Puerto Rico that offseason after joining the Cardinals, there in 2024, and won the Puerto Rican Winter League, which is a pretty competitive winter league. A lot of AA guys, a lot of AAA guys in that winter league. Won the MVP, and has hit at every level since getting into the Cardinals org. So I mean, just a crazy journey. So this is one of those guys it's easy to root for, right? Like this is not a guy who's is a hot shot prospect that has been here
Hmm.
for only like 2 or 3 years and is up in the major leagues. Like this is a guy who's grinded for 11 years through
Yeah.
so many different things to get his opportunity. So
Yeah.
I mean that's really cool. Um, but I guess talking about his playing style, the one thing that concerns me with the bat is his his passiveness at the plate. Um, so I looked up for context. Millar's Nootbaar's total swing percentage is about 38%. Things like 37.9. Brian Torres' total swing percentage is like 33. Like he only swings the bat 33% of the time. In his in zone, I think Newt's in zone swing rate's like 58, and Brian Torres is 52. So this is a guy who's even more conservative with swinging the bat than even like a Lars Nootbaar, who I mean we all know Lars Nootbaar is a notoriously passive hitter at the plate when it comes to actually swinging the bat. So that's one thing that's going to concern me. I feel like you are going to see some guys that he would get walked in the in AAA. Those might end up starting to be like college strikeouts instead. At the major league level. So that's my one big concern with the bat is that the plate discipline actually hurts him a little bit. But besides that, like if he keeps the contact rates up, I think he'll be just fine. Obviously, the exit velocity is not there, but if he can, just not strike out, like there's a route to being a productive bench piece there. So
Yeah. You even said though, like it was you or Aiden said he doesn't strike out a lot, and that's a big problem because, or like strikeouts are a big problem because they
Oh,
always say those are rally killers. And if he doesn't do that, that's a good plus, especially when you got guys like Gorman and Scott and all of them that like to strike out a lot. So I think this would is a very good bat for this lineup to add, especially when basically the top four has been carrying the lineup most of the season.
yeah,
And also, don't forget, like these are the type of players that the Cardinals have been known to develop very well. These utility type guys.
yeah, these late bloomers too. I mean, Donovan was only 25 when he came up. I mean, Torres is like a
Hmm.
whole different. 28 is like way later than most of these guys, but like Burley was a little bit older.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty decent at developing these more advanced college hitters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I guess we're looking on the other side of this move, and that's Nathan Church goes
Yeah,
down with
that
a left
hurt.
shoulder strain, and I guess the tough thing is like this probably depending on how long because Nathan Church was set to take over the center field position. I think we all three believe that when
Yeah.
when Lars Nootbaar came back, and now it's more than likely if he's not back by the time Nuke gets back that Victor Scott will continue to demand that center field job for however long Nathan Church is out. And even if Nathan Church comes back, shoulders shoulder strains aren't the easiest injury to come back from. Who knows what his offense and I mean his left arm's the one he throws with, and one of his biggest tools is his arm. And if that's
Yeah.
not nearly as strong, like is there more appeal there to have? I mean, Not saying his arm won't come back strong, but if it's not as strong as it was previously, is there more appeal to have like a Scott? Since I do think Scott has more range in the outfield, and if the arms are more equal than before, yeah. So just hoping Nathan Church comes back from this healthy and good.
Yeah, I'm with you. It hurts, but it's better to get him healthy now than kind of drag it out when we might need him even more.
Yeah. TZ, anything on Nathan Church injury?
Do you know how he hit it or no?
No.
It's just I don't know. It could have been from anything, honestly. It could have even been from simply like doing a small workout, on an off day
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. There was no like apparent injury he got removed from during a game about. So
Yeah,
Mm.
he could have tweaked it anyway. Could have been throwing. Could have been swinging a bat.
yeah.
I mean,
With no game today, we didn't get any update on it. So I'm hoping to get some sort of update on how bad of a condition it is
I
tomorrow.
know it's 10-day IL, so hopefully that's not
Uh,
worst
yeah.
case scenario. But
Yeah.
we've seen guys placed on the 10-day IL and then
They're out
end
for a
up
few
getting
months.
placed on the 60, or they end up being out for a month and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah. So yeah, I
we
guess
shall
we'll
see.
preview that series, and I know TZ or not review the last two series. The Royal Series took 2 out of 3. New tradition started at Bush. Pretty solid series overall. Pitched really well that series. And then this Pirate
Yeah.
series, we lose 2 out of 3, kind of a momentum killer. Last two games weren't even close. The first game you had
Yeah.
to get out by the skin of your teeth in an Ivan Herrera, walk off home
Walk off.
run. So I'll throw this one to TZ first. What's your reaction to both series, and was there any takeaways that you kind of had from either of the two series?
Yeah, it was kind of good to see them win the Royal Series, especially when I thought maybe that would be one we'd lose. The Pirates won. I mean, we started off the season 5-0 against the Pirates, so that's cool, especially when one of the games is against Paul Skeens. And but the last two, yeah, they were rough. But we're don't forget we're a rebuilding team. We're not going to win every series. Not even the best teams win every series.
Yeah.
So we're going to win some and lose some, and like we'll get into the series coming up. But this whole
Midwest
period right
stretch.
here,
Yeah.
yeah, this whole stretch is against division teams. If we're going to lose one, I think the Pirates are the one I'd be okay with losing the most. The one I really like to win is the Cubs, and then for playoff reasons, I'd like to beat the Brewers. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. 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 Aiden, you got any thoughts on these last two series? I know me and you kind of were able to discuss it a little bit on the DTC stuff yesterday, but
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. The two series were completely different. That Royals series, it felt like you got a lot of results the first two games across the entire lineup. Like it wasn't just the top of the lineup was carrying. Like the whole lineup, you could find multiple guys 1 through 9 who had multiple hits or had at least one hit. And it shows to be, obviously it shows to be effective, especially with how well the pitchers have been pitching lately. Even though the last two games I know haven't been the greatest, but you kind of threw in some guys in the later innings when you're like, okay, this game's kind of put away. Let's not waste our good arms. But then we really saw this past series against the Pirates. When the top of your offense is rolling 1 through 4, it's not enough when 5 through 9 aren't doing anything. So there needs to be a little bit of depth. I know we talked on DTC how big Newt's impact is going to be when he's added to the lineup, and he's likely your 5 hitter, and then Gorman goes down to the 6 hole. And obviously
He'd
when
be
Nathan
7.
Church comes back,
yeah, if they
who
want to keep
Newt?
the left, right, they'll probably move
Gorman would go
Gorman to
7.
7.
I don't think you need to stick with that left right stuff. I don't think so. I wouldn't. I
would
understand they like it, but
I would still put Gorman below Wynn. I know Wynn had a rough week, but I mean, before this week, he's been improving a lot.
I don't know. I would say he's
Gorm's-
really struggled the
Gorm's been
last
good.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gorm's
Gorm's
been
been all right. He's been about like a 700 OPS guy, but
Yeah.
Wynn's kind of fallen back down to earth the last 2 weeks.
He had a rough week.
unfortunately.
What was it, like 0 for 10, I think, this week or something, or this series, I think,
Something
something
like
like
that.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to Cincinnati, um, this upcoming I guess it was supposed to be today. It got pushed to tomorrow, doubleheader, and then Sunday. And with that ballpark being so small, you have to kind of hope that this is kind of the launching pad for the offense to kind of get back on track, right?
I mean, you hope 1 through 4 definitely will probably come out on top again because they've been doing that all year. But maybe you'll see a couple guys do better. I hope. I mean, we need it right now. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm scared of the rain delay or the postponed game. We
well, it's
always
supposed to
suck.
rain tomorrow too, though, isn't it? I'm not even sure they're gonna get the two
It's supposed
games
to
in
rain all
tomorrow.
weekend, I think, but tomorrow's, I think, the worst of the 2 days.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure they're gonna get their games in tomorrow.
I swear like I said this during the last game that got rain postponed. What was it, Palante's start?
Hmm.
And I was like, man, we always suck when a starter's start date gets pushed back a day and his
Just messes
whole
up the whole
routine,
routine.
yeah,
Yeah.
it gets messed up. So now I'm a little scared of Leahy pitching tomorrow, especially pitching in the Great American Small Park.
You just gotta hope for a split, right? Like that's
You're worried about Palante pitching?
no
I said
Oh,
Leahy.
oh,
Leahy.
Leahy, because
oh,
Leahy's
Leahy.
the one that
oh.
got pushed.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Flante was the last one that got pushed and we lost that game.
Yeah. So who knows? And it's gonna be tough because they're gonna try their best to get all these games in this week. Because if I remember right, the next time we come back to Cincinnati, it's in the middle of a stretch where we play like 12 straight days,
Yeah.
and the Reds do too. So like, there's no off days on either end
Yeah.
of the series. So we'd have to like double if we have to double header more than one of those days. It's gonna be like tough.
Well, I just looked at the weather. So tomorrow it looks like it's like 50% chance of rain from like 12 to 5. And then from 6 p.m. on, like there's no rain. So they're going to be able to get at least their 6 p.m. game going. The 12 p.m. game's a question. It's a question mark right now. And then Sunday, it looks like you could maybe get in if you had to do a doubleheader Sunday. You could get a game in anytime between 12 and 6, and then 6 to like 9. It's like 30% chance. So it might be that you play one on Saturday and have that doubleheader on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
See what happens.
Just take 2 or 3. Their pitchers suck. Hopefully the Cardinals can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So
We're facing what is it? Well, it got switched around a little bit. It sounds like instead of facing what is it, Paddock, or maybe we're still facing Paddock tomorrow. Chase Petty will start game 2 for them tomorrow.
okay.
He's one of their top prospects, but has struggled at the major league level. So
Yeah, because last time we looked, every starter they had pitching that series had an ERA above 6.
yeah, every
Brady
starter they
Singer
had
was like 6.3, Nick Lodolo was 7.07, and Paddock was like 7.5.
yeah,
So hopefully we get some kind of results. That'll be nice. If
Yeah.
not, then there's an issue.
yeah. And just going back to the Pirates series, like it just kind of felt like everything those last 2 games just kind of fell apart. Like the defense wasn't as sharp, especially with Mason Wynn out the one game. Cesar Prieto playing shortstop was kind of
Yeah.
rough. He wasn't making plays that Mason Wynn mixed with his, in his sleep. So
Yeah, he just doesn't
yeah,
have the range Win has.
yeah,
We were
Yeah.
messaging about that. I think I messaged you. I'm like, I've already
yeah,
seen 2 balls that Win would have got.
yeah.
Well, Chwin
Um,
had a nice play yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he did. Then, I mean, the base running was kind of bad. Thomas and JC obviously with the big mess up there.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, and then just some missed opportunities. Cesar Prieto with the bases loaded in that one game.
Oh, he pimped it,
where
dude.
we
Dang
really,
it.
where we really had the chance to really take that game. Hits an 102-mile-an-hour fly out to the deepest part of Bush, and it's like
Yeah.
if you would hit that anywhere else in the ballpark, like it falls.
Yeah,
you had to hit it
I
to
thought
the-
he did it, man.
And then what's Mangum out there in the outfield had to make it all dramatic and like do like a sliding.
Yeah. If he hits that down right field line, even a little bit off, like it's leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he did it, man.
He-
I
he
thought he
was-
did it.
He was used to Memphis, where anything over 80 miles an hour to the outfield is a home run. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the JC pick off really pissed me off. I was so mad. I've been saying all season this guy needs to get consistent at bats because that's when he like does his best, and he hasn't been getting them. But then I saw that and I was like, send that dude down.
Well,
He needs some confidence in AAA.
well, this is a debate we've been having on the DTC chat. Sandy's obviously not a very big fan of Thomas JC at all. Um, but I mean, they put him in a tough spot from the beginning, right? Like, this guy comes into spring training. He goes to play for Team Italy. Before he goes to play Team Italy, he gets 19 at bats, and then with Team Italy, he doesn't play because he just wasn't hot, and he only gets 11 at bats. So this guy got 30 at bats over 2 months before the season began, while other guys, were getting like 75
Yeah.
or to 100.
Yeah.
So this guy got a third of the at bats he probably should have if he wanted to be ready for the season. And then as soon as the season starts, he gets, he got overtaken by Nathan Church, and this guy's jettisoned into a role where he's playing, once or twice a week, and it's like you're just never going to be able to get a groove if you don't play during spring training and then don't play when the season starts. So I mean, it's just kind of been a bad handled situation with the Cardinals from the beginning. Like, if there's one blunder that Bloom's made really early on, it's probably been the handling of Thomas Saggese and not allowing him to kind of, understand that he only got 30 at bats during spring training. He might need, a month or two to get his groove down in Memphis before bringing him up. But starting him on the major league roster, not only hurt the confidence, but hurt his groove to start the season.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
And the thing that is kind of even more, I don't want to say pisses me off, but it's a little frustrating. Is like they're not even allowing him to get in that groove now. Like, you should have sent him down a month ago. If you would have had a month of at bats in AAA by now, we might be saying, oh, Thomas Saggese has a 950 OPS down in AAA. It's time to get him back up here and maybe put him in left field with this Nathan Church injury. Not Brian Torres, but Thomas Saggese sucked because he hasn't got consistent playing time, and it's like, okay, here comes Brian Torres, and now everybody's clamoring for Brian Torres over Thomas Saggese because of what's been produced.
I feel like every time they're about to send him down, somebody gets hurt. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like he was going to go down, and then Urias got hurt, and then I felt like he was going to go down, and Church got hurt. And just all this, and you keep getting injuries like that, and it's just hard to send players down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The other move that we were talking about in DTC that I was surprised is I'm surprised we didn't see any bullpen movement
Which
before
we
the
probably
series.
will now.
I mean, we'll get the 27th man tomorrow, which that might be Fernandez, that might be Schuster.
Yeah. I mean, we
might...
even brought up the idea of being Zimmerman, but he is
Zimmerman,
a 40 man though.
Yeah.
But maybe it's worth it,
So it's Schuster, but I mean, I feel like Schuster's kind of been their punching bag this year, where there's just like come up for a few days, maybe throw us some pitches.
There's an open 40-man spot, right?
Yeah,
it's about to be taken by Newbar when he gets activated.
But I mean, they don't seem to be too scared of losing Schuster. Like, they're just kind of throwing him out there, and he's their Taylor Motter this year. If you guys remember Taylor Motter from a few years ago, where come up, DFA him, no one would claim him. He goes down to AAA. 2 weeks later,
I was trying to forget.
I remember Goldilocks.
That was definitely one I was trying to forget. The off-brand Brendan Donovan.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
I remember, like, I remember when he used to play, like, shortstop. Like, why was he playing shortstop for us at points?
Oh my god,
I don't know.
That frustrated me.
Okay. Okay, we're getting off in the ditch, guys. This turned into a Taylor Motter podcast. What's
no!
happening?
All right, yep. Let's switch it. Let's switch the topic.
Oh, Tarps off, guys. The Tarps off.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
No, viewership just went through the roof.
I'm not doing that. I want to blind people.
So Tarps off started with the Stephen F.A. club baseball team.
Yep.
On Friday. Cardinals are 3-3. TZ thinks it's a curse.
No, it's not a curse.
I'll let TZ start with this, TZ, and I want you to talk about the
I
Mitch
I
Keller game in your
oh, okay.
frustration with their chance. Well, you can give your opinion on the whole
I'll
thing
just
first, and
yeah, I'll
then
just do the whole thing. Tarps off. I mean, it's cool. It's getting the fans involved. You know, it's getting the young crowd out there. I told them I was like, watch, they're probably gonna designate a section. Didn't I message you that? I
yeah,
said they're
you
gonna
did. Yeah.
designate a section for it because I heard that there hasn't been complaints, but I was just scared, and I'm sure they are that there will be complaints. So just
Here-
stop
here-
them ahead of time.
Here's a
Um,
question: Were you surprised it was that section that they designated,
No,
the one
was the
behind the
section
bullpen?
was it the section it started in or no?
no.
No, it
It's the
started
No.
up in like the right field,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
like
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
second or third deck. That they
I
designated that section right behind the bullpen now, the
I,
bleachers.
I would have put it behind the visitors bullpen just so they have to look at it and hear it. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I kind of saw the section coming. I think it's cool. It's getting people in the crowd, or it's getting butts in the seats, all that stuff. The only thing I don't like, and like you take in school, you take history class to learn from the past. And I think in sports, like we should have learned by now, you don't be cocky. I don't like it when people are cocky in person, on Twitter, or whatever, because every time stuff like that happens, teams choke. Like we were up, I think it was 3-0, and the crowd started saying Mitch Keller sucks, chanting that, and then all of a sudden the next inning we blew the lead, and we were down like 4-3 after
Oh
that.
yeah, that
And
was Libby's game, wasn't it?
I'm not for
I'm
sure.
pretty sure that
It
was
might have
Libby's
That was,
game.
been Mitch Keller versus
Yeah.
Libby.
yeah, that was the
Yeah,
Libby
and
game where. Speaking of that game, like Libby was like so good through 9 strikeouts through 4 innings,
Yeah.
and then it just
yeah, it just
completely falls
fell.
apart. Like that was one of the
Yeah.
more dramatic swings in like going from like ace level stuff to like Michaelis and like an inning is like crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of the more dramatic falls off I've ever seen a pitcher kind of take in one game.
Yeah.
You could see the fall off coming. Like, what do you throw? Like 6 balls in a row, and I was like, man, like this is about to collapse. Like, you might want to take him out. And you even messaged me back and said, you don't want your starter only pitching 4 innings. But I was like, but like, I don't know. You just felt it about the fall apart, and he pitched more than 4 innings. I think it was like 4 1/3. So he got you one more out,
Yeah.
but it cost you like 5 runs or whatever it was, and it wasn't pretty. But at least we got to come back and win. But anyways, I'm cool with the whole tarps off. It's cool. Like everybody have their fun. Just let's just try not to be cocky with our chants. Let's be more funny, not cocky, because that's when stuff blows back in our face. And we have been a 500 team since that.
Yeah, I think it's okay to be cocky. I don't think they were being cocky because I think like cocky gives off like yeah, like we're like really good, blah 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 blah. Like people chanting like I don't know. I don't know if I would say it's more cocky. I would say it's more um I can't
I
like a
don't even want to say the
nuisance,
word.
like a nuisance. I don't know. I'm with you though. Like I think
Yeah,
the game gives back what you dish out.
yeah.
And Heim Bloom's even said that multiple times. Like you got to do things the right way in baseball, or it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. And I
Yeah.
think chanting like that, like it sounds so superstitious, but I'm kind of with you. Like I love the whole
Hmm.
tarps off thing. Like I love that
Yeah.
they're swinging their shirts in the air and the players are getting involved with it. When they round the bases, you can see them, wave their
Hmm.
hand like they're waving their shirt. Like
Hmm.
I love all that. I love the MVP chance when Jordan Walker comes up to the plate. I love the roll call
Yeah.
they do before every
Those are
game
good.
where they're going like Burleson, and they acknowledge the crowd. Like I love that. Like I know the Yankees started that. It's kind of a copycat off the Yankees, but I don't care. Like that stuff is awesome. I love that the players and the fans kind of have that connection because for the past 3 years it hasn't felt that way,
Yeah.
and they're kind of blending now. But I'm with you. Like I love all the chants, but don't go out there saying Mitch Keller sucks because
Until after the game's over and we win, at least. Like,
yeah,
let's
like
wait till that.
don't
I've,
don't.
I've,
I'm
I've just,
with you.
yeah,
I'm with you
I've,
on that.
I've learned in the past, like, don't talk shit on teams. Like, even if your team's in the playoffs, don't talk shit until the playoffs are over and you are holding that trophy at the end.
Yeah,
Then
like
you get the whole off season to talk as much shit as you want, rub every other team's nose in it, have fun with it. But until that,
yeah.
I just don't like talking like that. Like, my superstition doesn't allow me to do it anymore.
Like I think if there's actual beef between the two teams, like then sure, like I can understand it. Like if teams are going back and forth plunking guys or somebody gets, nailed in the head or there's a little scrum, like I understand that, like chance and stuff like that
Yeah.
after because then like there's a reason to do it. But when you're up 3-0 and out of all of a sudden fans are going color sucks, like it's like come on guys, like there's really no reason for that. Like I understand it. You're up 3-0, but
Yeah.
let's not get
But
out of
that
hand
lasted
here.
half an inning.
Yeah, let's not get out of hand here. Let's at least I'm big on respect, and I think you gotta respect the opposition at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless they
Speak,
do something to you, then sure, like go ahead and say whatever you want. But if there's no issues on field, you gotta at least respect some of the other guys on the other team. Like, don't.
yeah. Speaking of respect, did you like the other chant they said? Because it was
Oh, I
a
didn't hear
little
the other one.
disrespectful. I kind of laughed at it, but I was at the same time I was like, let's be a little
What
professional
was
for
it?
now. It was towards Ozuna. DUI, DUI, and I was like,
Brother.
oh no. I heard that. I giggled a little bit, and I was like, oh man. I was like, didn't we just learn our lesson for saying Keller sucks? I'm like, now Ozuna's about to tee off on us.
Nah, they needed that. Shouldn't have been the chant. The chant should have been "I'm Ozuna from the Braves." That's my favorite one. I don't know if you have seen that video of him actually getting
Uh,
pulled over, and he goes, "I'm Ozuna from the Braves." That one's golden.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. But
oh, good.
I don't even know how
That's
you would incorporate the whole fence catch into the chant, but
I don't
yeah.
know
That's what I was
either.
trying to think of.
I'm like
I'm,
catch the ball, like something like that.
I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
don't
how
even
you
know.
do
Well,
that.
get off the wall.
yeah. Okay. My opinion's kind of interesting, right? Because like I like it,
I do too.
but
Yeah.
but for different reasons. Then I think it gives more energy to the ballpark, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like listening to the ballpark the last few days through my TV screen. Like I know there's only like 20,000 people there, 25,000 people there, at least during the weekday, and even during the weekends they only got up to like 30. But I mean, just the chanting section alone kind of makes it feel like there's double the people that there
Yeah.
actually are at the ballpark. Like at least through the TV screen. Now maybe they just set the microphones up close to that section so it sounds like there's way more people than if you were actually at the ballpark. But I know both you and TZ are going to be going to the ballpark here next weekend for the Cubs series for
Yeah.
Blogger Day,
And my shirt will be off.
and I'll be interested to hear your guys' report on how that sounds kind of in the ballpark.
Yeah.
You know, because it sounds really good through the TV screen, but I'm not quite sure how that exactly. Obviously, it's notable enough that the players hear it and stuff, but like, is it truly as loud as it is through the TV screen? Be interesting. That
I'm sure it will be. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I might have to go down there with Kyle Reese and take our shirts off, you know?
Oh God, Kyle's definitely gonna be down there. He's
Oh,
definitely gonna be at
I
that
I might
section.
have to go down there for an inning, take my shirt off, experience what it's like, and then go back up. But
yeah.
hey,
If
I'm
anyone,
just saying, like,
yeah.
I'm diehard. Like,
I'm up for
I
it.
want this team to win, bro. If that means I gotta have, and I'm sorry for this visual, but if I have to have my nipples out at Busch Stadium for this team to win,
Jesus.
I will do that. I will do that. All right. Like,
Um,
I want this team to win, bro.
my one suggestion is, can we please go full soccer supporter section? Like, I want drums. Like, I want to get like the full
Air
deal
horn?
going here. Like, but
I don't think any of that's allowed in the ballpark. I think that's the
Uh-uh.
problem.
but the Marlins have made exceptions for it. They're doing it. They allow their drums and stuff in the ballpark. Like, let's get
And
drums.
how
in
many
here.
losing seasons do they have?
I mean, and they probably have less fans than us, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's not a shot at them. I'm just saying how
yeah.
many losing seasons do they
They
have?
have they have a lot of losing seasons.
Yeah,
Like
so
I feel like we should go full out with this thing. Let's not do this thing half-assed. Like let's go full here, and let's really embrace this. So,
Gorman strikes out
and then
enough.
also
We don't
like,
need an air
what
horn
do
in
you
the
guys?
back.
What are all these other teams doing copycatting us? Like, why do the Rays need a tarps off section? Why do the Phillies need a tarps off section? Like
I
this
don't
should be a
know,
St.
man.
Louis thing. Like it started in St. Louis. It should stay in St. Louis.
I'm with
Like
you.
like
I mean, clearly though, St. Louis is getting the national media attention from it,
yeah
like consistently. Like it's
yeah.
not like the Rays are getting consistent. They got their
They're
1 second
night.
of fame
Yeah
of tarps off, but the Cardinals get it almost every night. So
yeah. I mean,
obviously, because
they've obviously been the first one, like TZ said, to kind of execute on the whole making the supporters general admissions supporters section. So
Yeah.
good on them for that, right? Like
Yeah.
the Cardinals business people and the media side of that, the social media side of that is they've really embraced that. And I mean, give credit to the organization because 2 or 3 years ago when they had a bunch of veterans in the clubhouse and it was much more of like a Cardinal way, be professional type of deal.
Yeah.
Like this would never happen.
Hmm.
So yeah, it just shows how much the Cardinals have kind of grown and embraced this youth movement on all fronts.
Yeah. I just love that the players are buying in on it. That's
Yeah.
what I love.
Yeah.
Have a fun young team. They're gonna buy into something with fun young fans.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I feel like the Cardinal way hasn't been like full professionalism. Like I feel like growing up, like the Cardinals were known for being professional, but also having fun while doing it. Like I feel like you never see
Yeah.
like players in the dugout like doing anything fun. Like I remember back when I was a kid, like there are clips of like Adam Wainwright and Jake Westbrook dancing with like security guards, or like they used to do the home run line in the dugout where the guys held their hands out like this, like down the line, and guys would come down and like high five. Like those are the fun things like they used to do while keeping it professional at the same time, and they shifted away from the fun and went like full professional. And I don't know, I think baseball's supposed to be both. Like I understand like why you want to be professional, but you got to have both in order to have success in my eyes.
It felt like the golden Arenado years, kind of ever since like 2020. Like
That's
I
what I
can't
was about
remember
to say.
anything. I can't remember anything kind of being very fun from that 2020 to 2025 range. Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, we had the
2022 was
burger
fun.
phone there for a little bit, but like that wasn't
Yeah,
too much for anything.
look
Like
at
we had like Matt Carpenter's like salsa.
that's what I was going to bring up. Like if you remember like what year was that? Like 18, 17, 18 when Matt Carpenter had the salsa and all the guys had shirts and they would have the celebration of like doing like there was always something like to have fun with, and I feel like the Cardinals haven't had that. The only thing I can remember is like DJ Burley when they would do like this thing or whatever for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks,
We
but
obviously had the pepper grinder there for a bit with Newt,
yeah, that was
no.
21 though.
but none of those like have really taken off into something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the tarps off thing is something that can last a lot longer than those kind of superficial. It's
Yeah.
something that the Cardinals really this whole tarps off thing goes beyond the team, right? Like even like the salsa stuff kind of went on beyond Matt Carpenter and the team a little bit, but like we haven't really had something that went beyond the team as a celebration and into the fan base quite like this tarps off thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think 2022 was kind of what you guys are talking about. It was like fun but professional with Albert and Yachty and Wayno all back. Like you kind of knew they were retiring, and the whole team was having fun, and maybe it's because they were winning, because winning cures all.
I think it
You
was
could say
also though
that.
because Pujols was breaking like all-time records and was going
Yes.
on a Linsanity run, but
Yeah.
And then
The
the,
baseball was what made
yeah,
that season fun, not necessarily the vibes. This
there
year's
was the,
the vibes are making it fun.
there was professionalism too. Like Wayno was over there having fun, but he like went a little too far with something he did or said. I forgot what it was, but he talked about it while he was on in a in-game interview. And Albert like he said Albert pulled him over and was like, "That's not professional." or something like that.
I
I
don't
just
remember
remember the interview, and
Yeah.
so like there was still that professional side, but that team was still like having fun,
Yeah.
like Arenado and Goldie even. But then they left, and Arenado's kind of serious, and then Goldie's kind of just like chill. And I think that's kind of when the fun kind of went away from this team. And you had New Bar trying to bring it back with the whole grinder thing or salt pepper thing, whatever it was, whatever it was.
I was like, whoa.
Oh,
It was a pepper grinder,
Yeah,
right?
pepper
yeah,
grinder.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Pepper
then
was the word you needed.
and then maybe it's kind of coming back now because I mean you got a bunch of young guys, and then you also have like Yachty in the dugout a lot more, so he's still bringing like the professionalism probably in the dugout maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, you can just tell this team's playing loose and with no expectations.
yeah,
And hopefully it stays that way.
Hmm.
Hopefully when you start to win, sometimes the expectations start to creep in, and then you drop down to earth a bit. But I hope this team can just know that they're allowed to play with no expectations the whole entire year still.
yeah. I'm with you.
Anything more on the tarps off stuff, or we?
I don't think so.
good to
We've
move
talked about
on?
it for like 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
We'll move on to our next segment here, since it actually kind of works out perfectly that we were ending that segment at when my recording ended. So we're gonna finish out with a little bit of a whip around the league. We're not just Cardinals baseball fans; we're kind of baseball fans in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's always interesting things going on around the league. So we each kind of picked out a disappointing team and a surprising team to start the year. We didn't coordinate this, so hopefully we don't pick all the
Yeah.
same team. But yeah, we'll start with TZ. TZ, who's been your? We'll start with the surprising team of the year, and then we'll
First off, obviously Cardinals have been a surprising team,
yes,
but we're not going to say that.
yeah, we're talking outside of the Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who you guys are gonna pick, but I'm gonna go with the number two team in all of MLB, and that's the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
I mean, they are the number two team in the league, but they are 5-10 against the NL Central. So I
Jeez.
don't. That's not very good. But
Mm-mm.
they are dominating the rest of the league at 28-5.
Yeah, that's wild.
That tweet was from the Ryan Skull dude on Twitter. That's where I got that stat.
Yeah.
So I saw that yesterday and I thought it was very funny. But anyways, they're definitely my most impressive team because I really can't think of a lot of people on that team. Like Yandy Diaz is very good.
Junior Caminero,
Yeah,
also
he's good.
elite.
They traded Brandon Lau, who's one of the best bats on the Pirates right now. So
Yeah.
um,
Chandler
they
Simpson's had a pretty good year, I feel like. For the player he is.
yeah, I'm isn't Cedric Mullins like their four-hole hitter or something like
No,
that?
that's
Or
Yandy.
he wasn't he like the four-hole hitter or something like that when they faced us?
I have no
Or
idea.
he
I
was like
know
top
it's
five or something. And,
yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
know they've
not.
been rolling Caminero and Diaz in the 3-4 for a while now.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of surprising seeing that team so good. I'm sure it's probably their pitching. I haven't really looked at all the stats, but
Yeah,
I'm
pitching's
pretty
been
sure
nuts.
Shane McCallahan's having a good season. So
Drew Rasmussen's been really good.
yeah,
Yep.
so
Yep.
it's definitely their pitching, which
Rasmussen.
they used to be very good in the past at developing pitching, and
Hmm.
it hasn't. I don't think it's been as good lately, but it's kind of good for them to see it going back to where they used to be.
Yeah.
Aiden.
So we're doing both a disappointing and a surprising team.
Yeah, we're doing surprising first here, and then we'll go disappointing second round around.
My surprising team, and farmhands might have wanted this team, but I'm going to go with the Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox right now are 25-24. They are above 500 team, which is wild. Munetaki Murakami, I believe, still leads the league in home runs. That's also shocking because a lot of people were talking about how he can't hit fastballs over, it was 93, I think, like consistently. And this guy's
He's
leading the
second.
league, and he's second. Okay. I mean, he's still
Schwarber's
up there.
first.
Okay. He's still up there. I mean, he's hitting bombs like crazy. Miguel Vargas, I think, has over 10 home runs and like an 800 OPS. He's been a fun watch this year for the White Sox. Colson Montgomery, I think, is around 15 home runs right now. He's also hitting the ball off the cover. I think his OPS is also above 800. Is it Meadroff? He's still a contact demon. I mean, there's just a lot going right for the Chicago White Sox right now, and they're just playing good baseball for what the White Sox have, and they've been a very surprising team. So, shout out White Sox.
Yeah,
That was my second.
I'll go with a surprising team, but not surprising in the way yours guys is surprising. Like both years was like a team you kind of expected to be around 500. That's been better than 500, or a little bit below 500 in the case of the White Sox. I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Braves, right? Like I think we all expect they're the oldest roster in the major leagues. They were really bad last year, pretty bad last year, and I think we all kind of expected them to bounce back and be solid. But I don't think any of us saw them being the best team in the majors, right? Like Matt Olson's been ridiculous this year.
So is Michael Harris
on an MVP race.
Yeah,
Rate. Obviously Michael Harris as well. The infield's had some injuries, but Ozzy's kind of started to come back towards where we think Ozzy Albies can be. Their pitching's been really good. Obviously Bryce Elder's kind of had like a breakout year after having his first breakout year a few years back. He's kind of adjusted.
Yeah.
Chris Sale's obviously doing Chris Sale things.
Yeah.
Spencer Strider's starting to come back and be kind of what he was pre 2025. So it's just a really complete team, and not something I thought they were gonna be good. I thought they were gonna be right in the wild card slash playoff picture, but I didn't expect them to be best team in baseball. So the Atlanta Braves are my surprising team.
You didn't even mention their best bet,
Who?
Drake Baldwin.
Well, he's hurt right now, but there's a reason he won Rookie of the Year last year. He's a very complete player, and Missouri State alum.
Yeah.
He's kind of taking over Sean Murphy's place.
Yeah.
Sean Murphy's only played a few games.
Yeah. They've had some good production from a few guys they got over the offseason, like Mauricio Dubon. Like, he's had some really solid games. Mike Yastrzemski recently has been on a tear. And I think what's most impressive is they're doing this with a mediocre Ronald Acuna right now. Like this dude has 2 home runs so far, and it's almost June, and I think he hurt his thumb last night. And
He's only hitting 261 too.
And I think his slugging's like below 400. I mean, they're doing this with a Ronald Acuna Jr. who isn't playing up to the expectations you have for him. So, just think about what this team could be if Ronald Acuna Jr. gets hot and plays like the Ronald we all know he can play like. You're looking at a team who's even better then. So
yeah.
I mean,
Acuna's hitting more like Acuna's hitting more like Newbar right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So now disappointing, right?
Disappointing. We'll start with Aiden on this one and go opposite order.
So there were 2 teams I was debating between.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the Boston Red Sox. That was a team that I thought was going to win the AL East this year. Wilson Contreras is doing Wilson Contreras things. But there are a lot of other hitters who are struggling in that lineup right now. And they just need some help. The pitching's been fine. Connolly Early's gotten kind of lucky, but he's producing right now. Peyton Tully's been really good. And the reason I wasn't high on him, and that's only because he was like a 4-pitch guy, and he threw like 60% fastballs, and his expected stats weren't great last year, but he's added a sinker this year. And while it isn't the best pitch in the world and it kind of gets hit a little bit, it allows his four-seam fastball usage to come down a lot. So I think that's really elevated his arsenal, and that's helping him become a better pitcher. So, he's been surprising, but that whole team's really struggled. So
yeah,
they're definitely my disappointment.
They did a whole shocking thing with firing their manager and the whole coaching staff.
The whole staff. So
So, I mean, it's been just chaos over in Boston to start the
Yeah.
year, and I feel bad for Ian and our friends over at the Boston podcast there, not another Sox podcast, because it's
Yeah.
been rough. And I mean, I talked to Ian right at the end of the offseason, and they were very optimistic and were very excited about all their acquisitions, and it just hasn't worked out at all for them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
TZ,
I think the most disappointing team is it's definitely got to be this team. I'm surprised Aiden didn't pick them, the Mets. I mean, that team's been so bad. Uh,
Mets are Metsing.
I
Yeah.
mean, Juan Soto's the only good player in that lineup, and he's missed, I don't know, probably at least 2 weeks or something of games. So,
Yeah.
I mean, let me go off. Let me look at the signings they had. So, the new guys they got Bichette, 225. Simeon, who's also new to the team, 225. Uh,
Polanco.
Luis Robert, 224. Polanco, 179. Like, God, that lineup's just so bad.
To be
Francisco Lindor also, who's not new, 226.
yeah. To be
Those,
fair though,
mm,
I feel like that the Mets organization is just in shambles, and it's because they don't stick to a coaching staff. Like I feel like every 2 or 3 years, they totally rip apart just everything when it comes to coaching duties, and there's no consistent like plan. Like it feels like it's always changing, and I think that's hurting them. Like I think they just finally need to stick with somebody, and I don't know.
the thing is,
There's something not right.
they just spend and they don't spend wisely at all.
Yeah.
Uh, didn't they just they they spent a lot, I thought, in oh, was it like Scherzer and Verlander? Like when they spent a lot on those two, and those they didn't really work out for them, and now they're spending a lot in the offense, and the pitching's more cheap, but the pitching's actually doing okay. It's basically just the offense that's very bad for them.
Yeah, which their
But
best pitcher right now is down, Clay Holmes, so that hurts.
Clay Holmes is good.
But
I
he's
I
down,
think
so
I think Peralta's doing good. Noah McLean's doing good.
yeah, yeah. I
I,
mean,
I mean the pitching's not the problem for sure, but that offense, God, when you have like what I list 5 hitters or so,
and they're all
yeah,
getting paid like
yeah,
20 plus $1 million.
yeah, 5 hitters that are all getting paid 20 plus million, and the best one's hitting 226. That's not good. And Juan Soto, the only hitter that is doing good, played like 15 less games than the top guy. That's just a disaster. That they Juan Soto's got to stay healthy, and then they need at least another bat or two to step it up.
yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, farm hands?
My most disappointing team is the Toronto Blue Jays, 23 and 27 to start the
Yeah,
year. Made the World Series last year. Went on a
yeah.
generational spending spree. Tyler Rogers for a bunch of money, Dylan Cease for a bunch of money. They got
Okamoto.
Okamoto for a bunch
Yeah,
of money. Like they went out and got a lot of guys to start the season. And I mean, there's
yeah,
just, I mean, kind of similar to the Mets. Their big guys just aren't producing right now. Vladimir Guerrero
yeah.
Jr. is only at a 747 OPS.
Mm-hmm.
Who is George Springer, their DH, 620 and a 200 batting average.
Yeah,
Like their offense is just not producing. Dylan Cease has been pretty solid, 2.98 ERA. So like the
Trade
pitching has kind
Savage.
of been solid enough,
Yeah,
but like the bats just aren't producing right now. And for a team that spent so much money and was on the World Series, doorstep last year, I mean they were literally a hit away from, you know, making the World Series or that catch out and by Andy Pajes out there in the Rogers Center. Yeah. So I mean, they were super close to World Series, and to be 4 games under 500 this early in the season after spending almost as much as the Dodgers during the offseason is kind of crazy. So, yeah. So just kind of disappointing in kind of the Blue Jays. I thought that might be the one team that would challenge the Dodgers this year, and that through 50 games now it's a short sample size. That doesn't appear to be the case.
a lot of their spending was on the pitching side though, and the pitching's like
I mean,
doing pretty good, right?
Okamoto's a third baseman from Japan.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't big spending though, was it? And
It was like
he's
90
doing
million,
okay, isn't he? He's got 10 home runs.
715 OPS.
Oh, 218 average too. Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
that's basically what we expect out of Nolan Gorman.
yeah, and they're paying him a lot more than Nolan Gorman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I want to
At
add a
least
team real quick. Go ahead, TZ.
no, I was
there's just
just
been a
gonna
ton
say
of
at
disappointing
least the
teams.
pitching's doing kind of good. Like Dylan Cease was a big signing they had, and he's doing good.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm gonna bring up one more team. I'm
okay.
surprised. I was expecting one of you guys to say this. The Detroit Tigers have been like really bad. They're like 11 games below 500 right now.
But
Y-
Scooble's been out, so
but still, like the offense has been like the Cardinals. Like they've got, I think, four guys with an OPS. They might be worse than the Cardinals. They have four guys with an OPS over 700.
How much is Kevin McGonigal falling off now? Like I
No,
heard,
he's still good. He's got like an 800 OPS.
is it?
The power hasn't been there as much. It's only 407, but I mean, he's
Yeah,
still got an OPS over 800. Dingler has an OPS almost at 800. Like Glaber's on the IL right now. He's only at 716. Riley Green has almost a 900 OPS. He's been good. Kerry Carpenter's hurt, but he only had a 750 OPS. Like everybody else is below 700. Like Torkelson 681. Colt
yeah.
Keith 658, Matt Vierling 643. Uh,
They got
just
McConaughey, Green, Dingler, and Keith kind of carrying the offense.
yeah, and the rotation hasn't been great. Like Mize and Scooble, which Scooble's hurt right now, they've been the only ones who have been good this year. I mean, Mize has a 2.4, Scooble has a 2.7, but Flaherty has a 5.7, Valdez has almost a 4.6. Montero's been pretty good actually. He's got a 3.8. But I mean, they're
This is
not
good
clicking
for
at all.
baseball, though. That team
And
being bad,
yeah, and
that's
the
you know how
bullpen's not
good that
good.
is for baseball. It is like no, like
It's not.
think
It's not because
think
Scooble's
about
gonna
it.
leave and go to the Dodgers now. So
Scooble's gonna be a trade piece now, and I mean that bidding war for Scooble. I mean the Cardinals aren't gonna be in it or anything like that, but it's still gonna be fun listening to and
yeah, I guess unless he
talking
goes to the
about and stuff like
Dodgers, then
that.
that won't be fun.
Yeah, because I think that's the only pitcher that can beat them really. Because let's face it, lefty, their lineup's full of lefties, and Scooble's the best lefty starter probably in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I guess my last really disappointing team, or we don't have to do a second round, but I have one
okay, we're
more I'll
doing
just
two.
throw in there. It is the Mariners. They're 24 and 27. Um, Cal
Yeah.
Raleigh's 2025 season looks like a blip on the map based on the early part of this season. Donovan's been hurt most of the season. He's back on the IL now. Um,
Again?
yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know
Um,
that.
I mean, Josh Naylor's been bad. That was kind of the one bat you thought you could trust, but he's like 674 OPS. The pitching's been good, but I mean, and they've actually had some good hitters. I mean, they're one of those teams that's kind of pitched well, kind of hit well, just not producing the runs and not producing the results.
Not both at the same time.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys, real quick. Out of those teams we just listed, the disappointing ones, which one or ones do you think have the best chance of kind of bouncing back?
I'm gonna say the Red Sox because they were really bad at the beginning of the year, and the fact that they're only 4 games below 500 now, they are getting hot. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Red Sox.
I think the Mariners.
Yeah, that's a good one too. They're probably up there as well.
I
I
was
feel like
thinking
all the other
Mariners too.
I was thinking all the other teams though, like I could see a world where they're all under 500.
Yeah.
Like the
I can
Red
see
Sox have,
Blue Jays kind of
yeah,
bouncing
the
back a
Blue
Blue
little
Jays
Jays.
could
bit
have,
because
yeah,
they have
yeah.
the pitching, just like the Mariners. I mean, Mariners pitching's the best in
And Vladdy's
baseball.
not going to have like a 750 OPS. He's going to probably find his way back up in the mid 800s by the end of the year, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if a couple guys just decide to be a supporting cast to him, I mean, that team could be good I mean, they weren't expected to make the World Series last year. I don't even think they were expected to make the playoffs. But they got hot at the right time, and they saw that, and they went out and made the pitching better, and that's what kind of carries you in the postseason. So if they make it,
Yep.
they could still be scary.
Yeah. Yep.
What about the out of uh the
Surprising.
surprising teams? Which ones do you think will fall?
The White Sox. I feel like that's the obvious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Isn't Eric Fetty back on that team?
He's got a 4.3 this year.
decent. He's actually been like a decent pitcher with them.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
pretty
I
sure
saw
his
that.
I'm pretty sure his sweeper is like one of the best in baseball right now.
I'm guessing that's the only team he can pitch for,
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
or
Yeah.
whoever's that pitching coach. Like
I don't think the Braves
every
will
other
fall.
team need to get him.
Like I said, I don't think the Braves fall off.
No, I mean maybe a little bit. Maybe they don't stay as hot as they are, but
Yeah.
no, you definitely wouldn't pick them in this scenario.
And
I
then
think it has to
Tampa
be White
Tampa's
Sox
definitely
or
probably not going
Rays.
to play at the pace they're playing at right now. But like
Yeah,
Tampa always seems to be there good enough that they'll finish somewhere above 500 and maybe sneak into a final wild card or something.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think they win the division, but they could make the wild card.
Yeah.
Yankees will probably trade for Scooble or something and take
Yeah.
over that division. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Plus Garrett Cole, I think. I think I saw today he's coming back soon or something.
Yeah,
Was that
he's
was
pitching
that
today.
true?
He's pitching today.
In majors or rehab?
Majors.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. See, I mean, if Garrett Cole's even half the pitcher he usually is, I mean, that's a big addition.
Yeah. Okay, gentlemen. Anything else to finish out this episode?
Nope. I think we're good.
Well, guys,
I got one thing real quick.
Oh.
So it's not necessarily today, but this is the closest recording we'll do to the date. It's basically our 1 year anniversary, so happy anniversary to both of you.
Yes, sir. When was that? When was that? May 24th?
It will be Sunday, which yeah, I think is the 24th. So
Yeah.
happy anniversary to you guys and all our listeners. Thank you for
Happy
sticking
1 year
around.
anniversary of Redbirds on the Yard. Let's go.
This Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep, this Sunday. I'll
Yep.
probably make a post Sunday or something.
I'll make a post on the ROTA page. One more thing before we leave. These two guys are going to Blogger Day at Busch Stadium. So
Yay.
look out for content from both of them, pictures.
Yep.
Aiden will be in the
Sure will.
Tarps off section. I will be on the opposite side of the stadium.
I might be in there for an inning. We'll see. I'm
Okay.
thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking
Uh,
about it.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear your guys' feedback on not only the stadium, the Tarps off section, the food, Bloom's comments. So, I look forward to the next time we guys record. Unfortunately, I will not be going this year. I will be going to Rome, Italy for 10 days. So, no Tyler at Blogger Day this year. But
Yeah, there'll be one Tyler.
there will be a TZ, not a
No,
TG.
no Tyler squared.
Yeah,
Uh,
the cool
okay.
Tyler will be there.
well, I hope you guys have a bunch of fun there, and
Thanks, man.
I hope you guys meet a ton of people. So,
Same. You'll have fun in Rome. We don't even need to say have fun. We know you'll have
yeah.
fun.
I'll take pictures too, guys. So don't worry about it. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time on Redbirds on the Arch.